I might not be the oldest or even the youngest NFL fan, but I can honestly say this has been the best offseason we've had in the NFL in a long time. We've had some crazy trades and signings that have happened so far in the NFL. And I say so far because we might get another crazy signing any day at this point, and we might get another crazy trade any day at this point as well. The way the NFL is going, anything can happen and nothing can be predicted. Like I said, we've had so many crazy trades, and in this video, I'm going to grade every trade that has happened till this point. There'll be a few unpopular grades, but I will try my best to explain everything. But no more talking, let's jump right into the grades. The Deshaun Watson trade, Texans A, Browns B. After a year of talking, the Texans finally get rid of Deshaun Watson for a Texans team that is rebuilding, getting 3 first-round picks for the next 3 upcoming drafts, along with a 3rd round and 4th round pick. This is a huge win for the Texans. Like I said, far away from being a playoff team, but there's plans to see to possibly change that with the draft capital they receive. Remains to be seen if they want to build around Davis Mills or for a QB like Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, but like I said, they're still set fully for the future. Browns get their franchise QB and also upgraded QB as well, but with the possibility of suspension and the huge contract they gave to Deshaun Watson, I have my concerns on if this could possibly hurt the Browns in the future. Other than that, the Browns get the win from this trade as well, like the Texans did. The Davante Adams trade, Raiders A, Packers C. Raiders get a huge upgrade at wide receiver by trading for possibly the best receiver in the league in Davante Adams, and they also quickly paid him for the future. What makes this trade even better for the Raiders is that they quickly repair him with his college quarterback Derek Carr. With this, the Raiders quickly align themselves with the contender category in the NFL. For the Packers, I could give them a lower grade, but when you find out Adams didn't want to stay and kind of forced the Packers' hand, you can't really do much to hate the Packers here. However, the Packers no longer have a wide receiver one, and even if they do get one, there is no way that wide receiver will replace the impact Adams had. In the end, they do get a 1st round pick, and they still have a chance to get talent around Rodgers, but once again, will that talent ever come close to Davante Adams? The Russell Wilson trade, Broncos A, Seahawks B. The Broncos just needed a QB to make them a competent team again, and they went out and got their guy in Russell Wilson. He comes into a team that already has a wide group with Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, and Tim Patrick, and with their already great defense, this team is ready to compete. The Seahawks lost Russ, but they gained a lot of draft capital and 3 additional players. Noah Fant will join the core filled with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Shelby Harris is still a quality defensive lineman, and Drew Lock could possibly stir up some QB comp for whoever the Hawks bring in. I think whoever the QB is should succeed no problem with the Hawks with their wide receiving core, and also Pete Carroll, who is, an inconsistent coach at this point in his career. The Khalil Mack trade, Chargers A, Bears B. Bears fans might have not been happy to get rid of Mack, but for a team that is clearly rebuilding, they get rid of a vet on their team for a huge contract, but I don't give them an A because they could have gotten more than a 2nd round pick back. Bears have a lot of cap space to work with the Mack trade in 2023, and with a young team, this is going to work well for them. The Chargers get a huge addition to their defense that already features Joey Bosa, Derwin James, and their newest addition to their cornerback room, J.C. Jackson. With them being led by Brandon Staley and an offense led by Jay Herbo, this Chargers team looks like a team ready to make a run at the Lombardi. The AMARI Cooper trade, Browns A, COWBOYS-C. The Browns were desperate for a wide receiver and they snagged Amari Cooper. With them losing OBJ and Jarvis Landry, they needed a guy and they arguably traded for a top 15 wide receiver and an elite route runner for only a 4th and 5th round pick. The Dallas Cowboys got a lot of hate for this trade. However, the only thing I hate them for is the fact that they only traded him for a 4th and 5th round pick, when surely they could have gotten more out of him. However, they also get the cap space that relief they needed, and rather than cut him like the original plan, they at least got some value at him. But the question the Cowboys had to ask themselves, with Michael Gallup out over a torn ACL while also having CeeDee Lamb, is that truly enough? As a Giants fan, I'm not really complaining if it's not. Carson Wentz trade, Commanders C, Colts B. Let's be honest, this was a huge desperation move from the Commanders after they missed on Russell Wilson and technically Deshaun Watson. They rushed to trade for Carson Wentz in a weird move. Carson Wentz has proven to be inconsistent at times and even has made the Colts O-line look bad a lot through the year. Still, the Commanders get a slight upgrade at QB, which is why I really can't give him a terrible grade here. On top of that, the Commanders can cut him anytime if they feel like he didn't do enough. The Colts took a huge L for trading for Carson Wentz in the first place. Because of that, They are without a first round pick for this year's draft, and now they don't have a QB. But they get a B for getting rid of Carson Wentz and also free up some money in the process. But they don't have a QB currently, with Mayfield requesting a trade and Jimmy G being on the block. This gives them some ammunition to get the trade to happen for either one of those QBs. The Shaq Mason trade, BUCS-A, Patriots-C. The Bucks lost Ollie Marpet to retirement and Alex Cappa to the Bengals, and they immediately paired Shaq Mason with his former teammate Tom Brady, and just for a 5th round pick, they easily aced this deal. On the other hand, the Patriots traded away a guard who was still one of the best in the league for a 5th round pick, when they could have easily got more out of this trade. However, the Patriots typically know how to develop and find talent, which keeps them from getting a grade lower than the C. The Robert Woods trade, Titans A, Rams B. Titans released future Hall of Famer Julio Jones after just one season with the team, and they quickly had to get another wide receiver. They pick up Rams wide receiver Robert Woods for just a 6th round pick. Woods proved in LA he is a great wide receiver. If he recovers from his ACL injury, he'll be a valuable part for this team. The Titans, on the other hand, only traded a 6th round pick, which means they don't risk losing anything huge if the trade doesn't go their way. The Rams, on the other hand, were in a no-trade situation. They just acquired Allen Robinson and had a really quiet wide receiver room, so they flipped Woods to the Titans. It does feel disrespectful to only trade him for a 6th round pick, but the Rams got what they could out of him, I suppose. The Shaq Mason trade, BUCS-A, Patriots-C. The Bucks lost Ollie Marpet to retirement and Alex Cappa to the Bengals, and they immediately paired Shaq Mason with his former teammate Tom Brady, and just for a 5th round pick, they easily aced this deal. On the other hand, the Patriots traded away a guard who was still one of the best in the league for a 5th round pick, when they could have easily got more out of this trade. However, the Patriots typically know how to develop and find talent, which keeps them from getting a grade lower than the C. The Case Keenum trade, Bills B, Browns B. The Bills get a solid backup, and the Browns had no need for Case Keenum after signing Jacoby Brissett, and they traded him for at least some value at least. The Patriots and Browns trade, B for the Patriots, B for the Browns. Another player-for-player trade. The Browns acquired Chase Winovich to get them some depth at pass rusher, and the Patriots get depth at linebacker with Mack Wilson. The Texans and Jets trade, Jets A, Texans-F. Texans traded a 6th round pick for a guy who didn't perform that well or stay healthy at that. A 6th round pick might not seem like a lot, but that's still draft capital that a rebuilding team like the Texans needed, and they traded a 6th round pick for that guy. The Jets aced this one for obvious reasons. They get easy draft capital for a guy with low upside for the most part, and injury concerns as well. The Raiders trade, B for the Raiders, B for the Colts. The Raiders had no use for Yannick after acquiring Chandler Jones, and they did need a corner, so they acquired Rocky Sin, who's a solid one here. The Colts need help at pass rush, so Yannick should help them improve with that. But that is every trade that's happened to this point, and boy, that was a lot. I might upload this video, and we might have another crazy trade. But that is it for this video. If you haven't yet, don't go tackle that like button, subscribe to my channel, and tap the bell icon. You may also follow me on Twitter, TikTok, IG. But anyways, I'm out. Peace out.